And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another. Hello, this is Kenny Underwood coming to you for 1 Minute Sermon. That's Paul talking about the importance of getting together to worship. In other words, church. You know, the church gets a lot of criticism today, and it deserves it. You know, we as Christians are the church, and we are flawed, and we take our flaws to church when we worship, and they become exposed. But you know, it's very important that we continue to meet together. I've got friends, and I've talked to a lot of people over time that say, I don't really need to go to church to worship. I can find God on my own. I can stay home and read devotionals and find God. I can go on the beach and find God in nature, or I can go fishing and find Him. And this is all true. You can find God in almost anything that you do. But it's important that we come together as a congregation, that we bring our strengths and weaknesses and gifts together, and we become something else when we get together like that. I have a couple of quotes by C.S. Lewis I'd like to share with you that are appropriate to this subject. When I first became a Christian about 14 years ago, I thought that I could do it on my own by retiring to my rooms and reading theology, and I wouldn't go to the churches or to the gospel halls. I disliked very much their hymns, which I considered to be fifth-rate poems set to sixth-rate music. But as I went on, I saw the great merit of it. I came up against different people of quite different outlooks and different education. And then, gradually, my conceit just began peeling off. I realized that the hymns were nevertheless being sung with devotion and benefit by an old saint in elastic side boots in the opposite pew. And then you realize that you aren't fit to clean those boots. It gets you out of your solitary conceit. You know, we go to church and a lot of us get discouraged because of personality conflicts, or we don't like the message that the pastor gave this past week, or whatever, and some of us bring that back with us, and we go out into the world and we sometimes put the church down or criticize the church. And we need to be careful of that, because when we criticize the church, we're criticizing ourselves. When we dislike the church, we're disliking ourselves. There's another great quote by C.S. Lewis that goes, "For the church is not a human society of people united by their natural affinities, but the body of Christ, in which all members, however different, must share the common life, complementing and helping one another precisely by their differences." You know, when we come together and we bring our gifts and our shortcomings all together, and we match them up as a body, we become something different, and we can accomplish so much more as a group like that. So, if you're not a member of a church, I encourage you to go out and find one. There's one on almost every corner. And in most cases, you'll find the people are very receptive and loving, and they'll bring you into their congregation, and you can begin a journey with them that'll take you to great places. There's your 1 Minute Sermon. God bless.